Stripes is a 1981 American war comedy film directed by Ivan Reitman and starring Bill Murray, Harold Ramis, he's dead, Warren Oates, probably dead, PJ Souls, never heard of them again, probably dead, Sean Young,
Well,
she's still
Ramis
going.
is dead, but he's in the latest Ghostbusters film, isn't he? So being dead doesn't really matter anymore.
No, they'll fucking rape you while you're dead, won't they? And just stick you in a film
Well,
without your permission and destroy your
yeah.
legacy,
I mean,
make you mute.
does it the families get to decide, or is it the the Hollywood machine, the what do you call it? Let's just say Warner Brothers, the movie company. Do they own the image of the character so they can do what they want?
I imagine they hold the family hostage with machine guns and say, do as you're told. Do as you're told, fuck you up. Cut you with a knife. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you did that to me, I'd let you put Harold Ramis in the film, sure.
It's very convincing. Yeah. John Candy was in this film. He's also dead.
He is. He hasn't been brought back yet, though. Maybe for Home Alone 11. They'll bring him back. The Poker King. He's the Poker King. Yeah.
Was he at Home Alone?
He is. Yeah. You should watch it. He's in the scene with Elvis. You heard that shit? Elvis is an extra in the back of the airport in Home Alone 1. Ladies and gentlemen, he's the bearded man standing to John Candy's left while he meets the mum at the bus station. Elvis Presley. Do go on with your...
That's what happens when a film's 40 years old, you know? You go, dead.
Yeah.
Dead.
Well, we're of that generation now too, where our some of the heroes are going to start dropping off, I think.
Oh, well, they already are.
You had a few that wanted to, jump ship at 27, and then the rest of us just kind of slog through, and then we go, oh, we're older than John Lennon ever got. And then I don't know what's after that. A lot of the old age ones are coming in now, like the Rolling Stones are going to start to die, and what's left of the Beatles are going to die.
I wasn't sure if Sean Connery was dead, and someone said, yeah, he died like 4 years ago. I was like, because now I'm losing track of who died, you know? It's like,
Yeah. That's it. But they live on forever through their work, don't they? And memes like, she needs a good slap. Like that. Yeah.
Yeah, well, sometimes you just carry on a bit and they need a bit of a slap. Barbara Walters is dead now too.
From the slap, obviously.
Oh, Sean's waiting for her up in heaven. I've been fucking waiting for you.
And Barbara, I am St. Peter, what do you need to declare before passing through the pearly swap? I got you, bitch.
Been waiting 4 years for that.
I've been waiting for you, Barbara. Sure needed a good slap.
No cameras up here, Barbara.
No cancel culture in heaven, bitch. Yeah.
Yes. Well, that's the end of my Wikipedia reading. You've been criticizing me, so I've cut it down to one long sentence, really.
Well, that's it. Well, all the data keeps saying people leave in 3 seconds, so we've got to get more straight to the straight to the banter and slapping people, obviously.
It's a new year, 2023, though.
Look, it's just another fucking day. Another spin around the earth, isn't it? Just keep rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no improvement from next year then. Like everyone's like, new year, yay. And I wake up and go, it's the same shit carrying on, isn't it?
Yeah. Resolution ruined in one day.
Yeah.
That's
my
right.
New Year's resolution's being postponed a little bit. This just gets getting pushed back, I think.
Yeah. I think I enjoy the social media enthusiasm that comes out in the first week, and then people start moaning again. You get like 7 days of positivity. People were really looking forward to something, and then they realize, it's just the same. They go back to moaning.
I don't know. It's like day one. It was just people dying and
Oh
shit
no,
getting
see
worse.
that's you and me. We're realists. We just it's not getting worse. It's just the same old shit. You know, you just enjoy it. Just ignore. Like if you ignore everything and like the world's always been full of awful, terrible things, right? Wars, famines, holocausts, etc. The music of Madonna. But then you get things of pure joy like our film Stripes tonight. Like, just a delight. You watch it, you forget about all that crap, and you just worry about what's in front of you.
Yes, well, we could talk about Stripes a bit, I guess.
I
Eating
tried
into
to
my me
segue back
time.
there very smoothly. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's eating into my me time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was bored. Thought this crap.
Oh, Stripes was eating into your. Oh, that's a shame. None of it you enjoyed?
I found John Candy to be a pure delight. He was the only thing that made
Oh,
me
yes.
laugh.
Uh-huh.
John Candy's infectious, isn't he? He's like,
Oh,
just that laugh
again,
he does. You know,
we'll just we'll just keep disagreeing. I don't think John Candy's ever done anything good.
John Candy is a treat in everything he's ever been in.
Like
A
Uncle
master.
Buck's a piece of shit, you know. Didn't he do a western when he died? Like I can't remember what it was called. Let's call it Out West. But what else? You know, like he's like the comedic SNL
Planes,
actor.
trains, and automobiles.
That's another shit film. Steve Martin. There's a
But
pure
you like
delight.
this one.
Well, hey, we're not into it yet. I'm just saying that was my segue back into it. We haven't got in depth, or
What?
I haven't given it a rating.
You said it was a delight.
I was trying to get back from the world of shit to a movie that is, you know, more entertaining than watching the news. You know what I mean?
Well, I just found this boring and it rambled on, and there wasn't really any more than an occasional dad joke. And John Candy was the only thing that I felt like had any kind of comedic timing. It was really good.
Oh, okay. See, I
Sean
it's
Young's pretty
just-
hot. That's about all
which
I
one's
got.
that? Is that the brunette or the blonde?
Brunette.
I
But
don't.
the blonde one had good nudity in this one. She had a nice bum or something. I can't remember. Was it a bum or a boobs I saw? I was impressed anyway. Well done.
You're like, ooh, back to the mundane film. Yeah, just a quick
The
boob.
shower scene
John-
was good too because one of the girls had really big boobs and they were nice.
All right. Oh,
It's not all bad.
Yeah, it's a movie of the '80s. You had to have. It's kind of like part of the contract. You had to have a boob in there somewhere.
Yeah, well, good idea.
Keeps us watching, like Police Academy, hard watch, but there's boobs in it. You know,
Yeah.
Revenge
You watch
of the Nerds.
Black Panther and you realize there was no boobs in that and it was crap.
No,
But you can watch Stripes and you can go, oh, it was pretty dad joke crap, but oh, there's some good boobs in there.
some boobs. Yeah, see, that's it. I mean, that's how they rolled in the '80s. Just get it done. Here's a script, and like, well, welcome, Mr. Bruce. I see you've written a script for a movie. Let me just look through it. Yes, action set piece. I don't see any boobs here, Bruce.
Yeah.
Get that in there quick, and you've got yourself a film.
Okay, I'll add some boobs in, boss. All right.
Done. Here's $8 million.
Yeah, and if you find the right pair of boobs, it instantly adds another 2 stars to your rating, at least.
Yeah, and you know, in the days VHS then came out, so people were buying these things to watch in the comfort of their own home, and you had the ability to pause on the boob. You know, like wasn't just a flash in the pan in the cinema where you're going, ooh. Now you get to like admire God's work before continuing with the film.
Yeah. And then this thing called feminism happened, and you got less boobs in movies, and women wanted to stand there and have opinions, and everything just got worse.
There was also a rough time in the early 2000s where penises became a thing in movies. There was a lot of just like hanging brain. Did you notice that? Mainstream film just started going,
Yeah.
big screen cock.
You got a bit of Bruce Willis picker.
You did?
Was-
Just the tip? Yeah.
Yeah, the film
In the swimming
when it was
pool?
floating in the water. Yeah.
Yeah. And it sort of just dropped below his leg and you went, oh, yeah, there it is. Yeah.
What's that? Ben Affleck movie, Gone Girl. Yeah, at the end there, you get a bit of
Dong.
shaft.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's natural.
Yeah.
I mean, if it fits the scene and a man wants to just, I mean, look, to be fair, as a red-blooded male, I don't find cock very attractive, and I've heard rumors that women don't find cock that attractive either. Just to look at, like the general shape of things, right? Compared to
funny.
well, it's funny. Yeah, I think it is funny. It's like a little jiggly snake, right? But then the vagina, in comparison, is like a nice flower or a rose or an orchid or something.
It's like a cobra opening its mouth.
Sure, but I mean, in saying that, we never see that in a mainstream film, right? You see, generally in mainstream films, you get bush and boobs and ass, right? Now, a man ass, a similar shape to a lady's ass. You can, there's lots of ass in the moonlight shots of men, and Roadhouse is the perfect one. Swayze walking bare ass in the moonlight.
But a back.
That's, I mean,
Yeah.
that's fine. But the dick doesn't translate as well in the visual medium. It has a job to do in real life. It gets it done. But to look at it, it's like a bag of snakes, really.
I watched Life of Brian last night, and there's a full-on frontal nude scene from a lady, and you see Willie from Graham Chapman as well.
Yeah, there's Willie.
But a full-on nude scene from a lady, frontal, but she's got a big 80s bush, so it's kind of like wearing an even bigger bikini. Like you don't see anything.
Well, if the bush is what you want to see, like if you like a bit of fuzz on your muffin, then you're happy about it. But these days, it's like a myth these days, isn't it? Like women are sort of bald from the eyebrows down now, aren't they?
Yeah, it's kind of like you get a landing strip sometimes.
Oh, that's becoming like the fucking dodo. It's disappearing as well.
Yeah, but you get so you get those big shaved ladies with the bikinis, and it's like a super, I don't know, stringy thing, and you're basically seeing everything, can't you? Without quite seeing everything. But when you got a great big bush, you can't see anything at all.
Yeah, yeah. But again, the bush is what you're there for some. I don't mind a big bush. I'm a child of the 80s. But you're right. Like if you put one of today's stringy bikinis high, like a Baywatch brief, let's say, a pair of Pamela's pants, if she had full bush, it'd be like
wrapping a rubber band around Willie Nelson's face.
And it's like those guys, you see them wearing a COVID mask over a big beard. Like they've got a beard that hangs down to their chest, and they got a COVID mask on. That's what it'd look like. Just hair everywhere, like a hair explosion. Maybe they should bring that back. Maybe that's what's missing in society these days. Bring back bush.
Maybe there's more of it around, but we just don't see it.
It's
it's something people aren't really proud of. They keep it private. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. To be fair, I'm not seeing a wide variety of bushes in my day-to-day, in the real world. And if you talk pornography, it depends on your whether you're going modern or vintage. You know, you go vintage, you're going to get bush, much like this film. But if you go modern, again, just
Yeah. Anyway, we could talk about the film probably rather than Bush. He disappeared.
I did. I'm
Okay.
back.
So the film. I kind of found Bill Murray to be a prick, to be honest. He's kind of
Yeah,
like
well, he's a-
most of his problems were his own cause, really. Like he was
Yeah.
that opening scene, he's just got to put the bags in the car for the lady and drive her to the thing, and he's making a big deal of it and fucking around.
Nah,
and
she's being a bitch.
Yeah,
She's
but
being a bitch.
yeah, but you just sort of go along with idiots like that, don't you? Like it takes more effort. To
No, you
fucking-
don't. Like that's the whole thing. You watch a film the film is a reflection of you, but they do what you always want to do but can't do because of societal rules. So if you're in customer service or a taxi driver and you've got a cunt of a client, you've just got to do your job and get paid and then vent, you know, go home and beat your wife or whatever. But Bill says, I'm going to take your shit. And he just gets out. And then he throws the keys in the river. And I thought, because I may have worked in customer service from time to time, I was like, I'm with you, Bill. Fuck that lady. And that endeared me to the character because I could relate.
I don't know. It's just you take some shit on the chin.
His girlfriend was hot, though. You have to admit that at the start of the film.
Yeah, shouldn't want him. He was a loser. Like he was a photographer, but he wasn't working as a photographer.
He was a loser,
That's
I
his
guess. That was
problem.
the whole point. Yeah. He was just
He
a
goes-
dead-end job loser.
Every taxi driver in the world's like offended now. Like,
Yeah. Wow. Do better, taxi drivers. You know you can.
so rude.
Yeah, I'll be cancelled. I'm no taxi's going to pick me up. From now on, I'm fucking walking everywhere or riding my bike or driving the car that I own.
Last taxi ride I got, I was watching the meter because I didn't actually go very far, but there were circumstances. I took a taxi. It wasn't a very long trip.
Yeah.
And I was watching the meter and it starts off on like $3 or something. And like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it's ticking along. And it's like, 10 cents, 20 cents. And you're like, this isn't going to cost very much.
Yeah.
And then we got where we were going like 5 minutes later. And then it adds another $40 on at the end or something crazy like that. You're like, what the fuck?
And that's the downtown fee, sir. Yeah. That's you didn't give him a hand job charge, right? This is the unwritten rules of the taxi.
It's like, I wasn't the first person to get raped in Las Vegas, but I'm among
there's
the
no
many.
free ride, mate. Yeah. There's no free ride.
Anyway, my
takes
point
taxis?
is, fuck taxi drivers. The biggest cunts on the planet. Maybe that's why I didn't feel very sorry for him.
Maybe that's it. But look, Bill Murray plays Bill Murray. He plays Bill Murray in every film he's in. It's just his shtick. It's fine. I guess it's kind of like John Candy. They're just doing their thing. Harold Ramis, he's fucking awful in this film. Like, hamming it up. Bad actor. I'm assuming this is his first on-screen role.
It was, yeah. He was a writer.
Terrible.
He got the job because he was a friend of Bill Murray, and Bill Murray thought he could help him improvise and rewrite dialogue on set.
Right.
Like I say,
didn't
it's
happen.
just bad dad jokes, and he's kind of smug. And
Yeah, he's sort of smirking his way through it, and he's like half a second away from looking straight at the camera. He's almost like stage acting, or how you would, in a high school play. But when you compare him and this to Ghostbusters, he's brilliant in Ghostbusters. And I don't know whether is it because it's a better director, or he's gotten better at acting, or it's a more developed character. Is it? Well, there you go. Fuck, I don't know how it works then, but
maybe
like
he just
Ghostbusters,
got better, or maybe that role just sort of suited him more. But this film, they're all a bit smug wankers, really.
Yeah.
John Larroquette, he's barely in it, but he's just hams it up quite a bit, being just a dickhead.
Is he the night shift guy, or is he the
Night Court
drill sergeant? Yeah. Night Court, that's it.
Yeah.
Man, that's a late night show here in New Zealand. Used to stay up and you'd hear the slap bass intro. Oh, Night Court.
Yep.
I wonder if that holds up. I haven't seen it since I was a kid.
I used to really enjoy John Larroquette as a kid. No, I said I actually found he was trying to be funny in this film.
Yeah.
I found everyone else just looking at smug.
Ladies in the shower.
I related to the character.
Yeah. Yeah, he likes looking at ladies in the shower. Yeah, I get this guy.
Yeah. Basically,
definitely.
Bill Murray's such a jerk, they have to get John Larroquette to play like the biggest jerk in the entire world, or to make them start to look like decent people. I felt sorry for the drill sergeant having to deal with those nitwits.
Yeah. What's the other guy in this? Judge Reinhold. He went on to big things too, right? Like it was a good sort of launching pad for a bunch of nobodies who became somebodies. Except for
a launching pad for quite average talents that went on to some things and did some average stuff that when you look back on, it was pretty fucking average and dad jokey.
Well, do you not think that Ghostbusters is an eternal classic?
It's a good film. It's a good one. But it's
what they went on to.
It's the best of all this shit, really, isn't it? Like you get the occasional gem, like I don't know, Groundhog Day.
Oh, genius future episode.
But then you got a lot of shit.
Yeah, no, for sure. But isn't that like most people's careers? You have your highs and lows. Maybe, I guess these guys just had a couple of highs and then a bunch of
Well, unless you're Tom Cruise in like every film you do.
I was waiting for that. Were you waiting for that, listeners? Were you waiting for my co-podcaster to just suck Tom's dick again? Did you see his recent stunt where old fucking Tom's become a stunt man? He rides his motorbike off a cliff.
I'm sort of staying away from it a bit because I just want to watch him go into the film blank and enjoy it. Yeah.
Oh, I just ruined it for you then. Tom Cruise does a stunt.
I know he's jumping off a thing, and I heard someone complaining about it the other day, but I don't want to know. It's all just Tom Cruise hate.
How do they complain about it? Like he's essentially become a stunt man that gets paid a shitload of money. What's wrong with that?
They're calling it the greatest stunt in the world, and someone was saying, he's just jumping off a cliff. Like, what's new about that?
It's not the greatest stunt in the world.
They're not giving the whole thing away now, are they? Like, they want you to go to the movies and watch the giant stunt.
Well, no, they showed the whole stunt from start to finish. Sorry, spoiler alert. Yeah, they did. And it's impressive. No shit. Like, I'm like, holy fuck, look at that's Tom Cruise doing that. And it's like the joy of actors doing their own stunts is that you don't get pulled out of the, you don't go, oh, that's not Arnold Schwarzenegger, that's a fucking dude in a wig or whatever, and you get pulled out at the moment. Whereas if Tom Cruise is doing it, they can shove the camera right in his fucking face and you go, holy shit, that's Tom Cruise actually flying off a cliff. And it's impressive. But he's just a stunt man now. I mean, he's a stuntman. Like, make any fucking stuntman the hero, and you could just do that. Like old Tarantino did it with. She's a bad actress.
60 years old. Oh, no, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, but there's other 60-year-old fucking stuntmen, right? Like if they're good actors, and Tom's a good actor.
I just put him in a film. Remember, like Terminator 2, when you had like some guy wearing an Arnold mask on the motorcycle, and when your camera turned around, you're like, Arnold's face looks fucking weird.
Didn't you just hear me say that? Did my microphone go off again? That's what I'm saying. That looks shit. But if you got an actual stuntman to be your main actor in the film, well, that's what I just fucking said too.
Like he acts, he fucking sings, he dances. Like, man's amazing. What's to complain about? Fucking cut him a break.
I don't think Daniel's headphones are on. I don't think he ever listens to anything I say, but that's all right. I'm kind of agreeing with him here, but just saying that if we got a stunt person that was a good actor, like if Zoe Bell was a better actor, Death Proof might have been a better film.
Yeah, but he's okay. That's why he is a good actor and he's doing the stunts. So what are you complaining about?
That's what I'm saying. I'm not complaining. I'm saying we could do it with somebody else as well. It doesn't have to be just Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is saying I'm amazing because I'm doing stunts, but you can get anybody to be a fucking stunt person. You just need to find a stunt person that can act.
Do they?
No, they don't. They don't. He's the only one, but I'm saying they could.
Well, cut him a fucking break. God. Jesus Christ. Okay, you're doing everything we've asked for, Tom, but fuck you anyway. Is that what you're saying? Christ.
I'm just saying, like, when you go to LA next, right, and you do the tour and you go past Tom Cruise's house and he's out there putting his fucking garbage. He's in his robe and he's like, "Oi, bus!" I don't know if he'd say it like that. I don't know how Tom talks. He'd do his laugh or something.
Well, I'd probably just walk in because we're quite close friends, obviously.
Yeah, right. I'm just saying, if Tom invited you in for a cup of tea, then that's the unbelievable part. But then if he said, "Your podcast is so good, I want to stick my dick in your mouth," I think you'd do it, wouldn't you? You would gobble the Tom knob.
Yeah, I'd go.
You wouldn't even think. You would just. You'd already be on your knees with your mouth open, wouldn't you?
I'm not gay at all, but yeah, I'd be sucking that cock straight away.
Suck Tom Cruise's dick. Yeah, that's right. I mean, you'd still be straight. I mean, you're so straight you could take a shot in the mouth and still not be gay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I understand.
And it's Tom Cruise. You got to live. Come on. Man.
You do. You got to live. It's a new year.
Yeah, not gay.
It is a new year. And you must take every opportunity that comes your way.
Hashtag no homo, but I would suck that dick every day and twice on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hashtag not gay. Hashtag hungry for the cock.
Yeah. Anyway, it starts off crap and it gets a bit slower at the end. What do you think?
Look, the first half I kind of enjoyed. It's like general 80s romp, a bunch of yuckable average blokes sticking it to the man in the army. I don't know why they joined the army, chasing girls, getting boob, trying to be funny. And then when they get the second half of the film, it just completely loses me. Even when I watched it as a kid, I used to enjoy the first half, right up to where they do the parade thing. That stuff. And then they get given the job of looking after that fucking motorhome.
Yeah.
And it just loses me there. Like, oh, yeah, the whole squad gets fucking taken to Czechoslovakia and these two guys are steal the thing and then they go in and they just fucking shoot people. And then it's, yay, you're heroes. It
seemed to me like they were in the wrong all the way.
Yeah,
stolen an army vehicle, then they invaded the country, and then...
That's it. Give those men a medal. Yeah, it's
fucking commie bastards. You take that, you commie scum, you motherfuckers.
Yeah, and the commies are just like, well, you fucking came into our house.
You're fucking invading my country, you prick. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're invading my country, you fucking son of a bitch. Yeah.
Yeah. They're the bad guys.
American imperialism. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I think they should invade those countries, but yeah. Bunch of
this isn't a political podcast. It's well, it's not. Throw our hats into a ring that we don't fully understand.
Yeah, I'm just saying, fuck poor people. Like that. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Okay,
yeah. If it's smut peddling, we're all over it. If it's political, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all against war, but if they've got resources and we need them, invade. Yeah. Why not?
Right. Yeah.
I think we can all agree on that. Yeah.
This film Stripes, if you had to double feature it on a Friday night, double at the drive-in, what would you pair it up with?
I'm going to pair it with the remake of Stripes, Full Metal Jacket.
The remake where they took all the jokes out and
Yeah,
added
and made a better
horrible
film.
scenes of torture. Yeah.
Yeah, it's better to watch.
Yeah, Full Metal Jacket, I always found that hard. Maybe that's a future episode too. But
I enjoy that one.
yeah, that's it. That's a heavy film.
I've warmed to it over the years, but
Mm. Has it got the same drill sergeant? No, it doesn't, does it?
no, that's Lee
No.
Emery.
Yeah,
A man who made
okay.
a career out of playing one character over and over again.
It's
God
like
bless
Tom
him.
Cruise.
Oh, jeez. Lower the tone.
Look, I'm sitting in the back of my Ford Cadillac with my lady on my arm at the drive-in. We've gone to see Stripes and oh fuck it, I'm changing it up. Revenge of the Nerds. Just another 80s hard to sit through film with a bit of misogyny.
Yeah.
Let's just
Doesn't
do
it
that.
like normalize rape when he like
Oh, it's
pretends to be another dude?
I do, I
Gets
no,
it
I
on with the
don't like.
girl, and she's like, "Okay,
Yeah.
well,
Oh,
I
we
guess I
know
got
what
raped."
happens. Yeah. I don't like sort of, cancelling past films. They were made in their time, and I don't like go, oh, that's oh no, it's a bit controversial now, or like at the time people enjoyed it.
Just hijinks.
What's the word they what's the word they use? It's not triggering. Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Just let it be the film that it was. It was a people make films in the time they're in, and then you look back at them and go, oh, that was dumb or that was great. It's always going to be things that you make a film because of the society you're in at the time, and that can become dated. Even like an album can become dated.
Yeah.
You just have to accept that it was made.
So on IMDb, it's a 6.8. Someone said 8. My personal favorite military comedy movie. Another 8. Simple, fun 80s comedy. 4. Didn't do much for me. And this is an interesting one. Someone gave it a 7, but then they said $100 shine on a $3 pair of shoes. This doesn't really sound like a 7 to me. It sounds more like a 3, but
Well, it's gone for the middle.
I don't know. I think it's just a bit
That's
retarded.
right. Well, then, I guess we're coming to the end of our half an hour. So, how would you rate?
I'm gonna give it a 4.
Wow, I wasn't expecting that. It's higher than I thought.
Yeah, 4.
Okay.
4 honorable discharges in the face. It did
Yeah,
have
look,
a scene with mud wrestling. Like you gotta, and there was a shower scene
It did.
and there was boobs. So
there's a couple of extra points. Yeah. Look, I think everybody should see it. I think it's worth a watch if you like, those SNL boys, the Blues Brothers, Bill Murray, blah blah blah. Yeah, look, I'll give it 5.5 shots in the mouth from Tom Cruise. Like he doesn't quite finish the last one,
probably doesn't respect you enough.
Yeah.
Like he sort of caught you in the eye and went, what have I done?
Yeah.
I'm better than this.
I was married to Nicole Kidman.
I'm reduced to shots in Brad's face. Ugh.
Didn't he marry he's had a few, hasn't he? Like Katie Holmes, Nicole Kidman, and then there was someone before that, the massive boob lady.
It was Mimi Rogers and Cher. It was Cher.
Cher?
Yeah.
He wasn't married to Cher, was he?
I don't know if he married her, but he was banging her. And then
life at last.
it was definitely if I could turn back time. That was better.
Well, okay, all right. That Cher in that video, if she had a full muff,
If you want to know if he loves you so, he was banging good Cher, not shitty
right.
Cher.
If she had a full hairy muff in that video for Turn Back Time, that would have made for a different video. In those undergarments.
More confusing childhood. Anyway, we've basically hit the end. Another perfect episode, Brad. Well done.
This was about a film, wasn't it? Did we talk about the film?
We talked about Muff mostly. We just sort of deflected away from the boring film and got to Muff.
Just the usual then. All right, we'll see you next time.